There are so many different techniques to learn to play Hammond organ that it's completely normal to feel a little bit overwhelmed. Even if the Hammond organ is part of the keyboard family, playing it requires a different approach than, say, a piano. So in this video, I'm going to share 3 very simple techniques that will add so much to your playing and make you sound more professional. Also, if you'd like to have my guide for the top 10 drawbar setting you need to know to get started, you can get it for free down below in the description. One of the things that we love to do at the organ is to add grace notes pretty much everywhere. It's something very beautiful and it kind of became part of this instrument. So if you're not familiar with a grace note, it's basically when I play a few notes like this faster than the actual note. So there is actually different type of grace note that you can start having fun with. So the first one is using a half step with a note that is higher or lower than the note we're trying to play. So for example, with the C right here, we could go lower with the B, that's a half step, or higher with the C sharp, like this. Same thing on D. So that is the first one that you can use, half step. The next one is actually using a whole step. So if I want to go for C again, instead of starting on B, I could start on B flat, like this, or on D. The third one that I actually really love to use is using many notes. So in this case, you can really be creative with this one, but we could go like 2 notes at a time or even more than this. Just have fun with this one. We could go like, or just, see, so you can go with more than one note, and these grace notes can be very, very interesting in your playing. So grace notes are amazing to add in your playing, and a simple exercise to practice this is simply by taking a scale. Pick whatever scale you want. It could be a major scale or a pentatonic scale, and you try to play all these options. So if I use the C major scale, and I'm just gonna play all these 3 options using the scale. So let's go, for example, the half step. So for the half step, I'm gonna try to aim for each note of the scale using the grace note. So half step, lower going higher. So this one. Could be like this. Going backward, we could even use the top one going lower. That could be an option. What about the whole step? So for the whole step, we need to go lower with the whole step. And let's go backward. Just like that. And what if I try with different notes here? So we can have like, and lower. So there you go, just try to have fun with grace notes. They're amazing. It could be for a melody, or it could simply be for playing a chords. You can really use them in so many contexts when you play Hammond organ. Another thing that all organ players add all the time is sliding. We love moving on the keys with a good slide like this. So it can be a very cool effect for the beginning of a song or even the ending of a song. So for the beginning, I could go from bottom to up, or for the ending, we can end with the and go lower like this. So we do lots of slide on the Hammond organ. Another one that we actually love to do is using the slide to fill the gap between the chord changes when you play. So for example, if I have to go from C to G, instead of playing C to G and having like a weird cut in between the chords, we can use the left hand like this to be able to move between the chord that you're going to be having. So this is very effective if you need to be playing pads the left hand is very useful. So sliding is a big part of what we play at the Hammond organ. By the way, if you're interested in mastering the organ and learning more about all the techniques, I just launched a complete course to learn to play a Hammond organ in a band. So you can get the link down below in the description. And now for the last technique we have to talk about today is that Hammond organ doesn't have any sustain. So this is something that is very important because it's going to change the way you play your chords. And one of the things that we need to master, the technique that we need to learn, is using a voice leading. So it's basically when we have common notes between two chords, we're trying to create this inner melody and hold the notes. So let me show you. If I start with a C and I want to go to A minor, and then I want to go to F, and to G. So instead of playing just simply every time you replay all the notes of the chords, like we would do on the piano, for example. Well, the Hammond organ, we can actually just move only the notes that are changing between the two chords. So these two notes from C are actually a common note from C to A minor. And doing that is going to create some inner melody. And this is what we really want to have when we create like pads on the Hammond organ and we want to start playing like this. So C going to A, then A going to F. We only have this note moving here. See? We have these two notes that are common between the two chords. And then for G, we need to change all the notes because there's no common notes between F and G, and that is okay. So what we can do is use our left hand like we just talked about. So we can do like this and back to C. So just to recap, we said C, A, F, and we can either move the fingers or use the left hand. So there you go, voice leading is truly a big part of learning to play a Hammond organ. So try to master this, just go from one chord to another, think about the common notes, and try to hold them to create these inner melodies. Amazing, thank you so much for watching this video. I do hope you got something out of it. It would mean the world to me if you could just like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, it would be amazing if you could just drop a comment below and let me know what you'd like to learn in the upcoming videos. Alright, bye for now.